So as we're traveling through China, I'm using a bunch of different cameras. I brought 5 with me, including a video camera. But the 2 that I'm using the most are the Zeiss Ikons. So the lens, I brought 3 lenses, the 25, the 35, which I've used the most, and the 85, which is nice to have, but I don't really use it all that often. So today, I'll just tell you how I've set up to do the pictures. I am using Delta 100, and I've got it set for ISO 50 on my ISO setting. I use the camera on automatic. I usually shoot really at f2, I just leave it wide open. And with a lot of the portraits, I try to get as close as I can. It's really, you're right at the minimal focusing distance of the 35mm lens. But this lens has been fantastic. I've used a lot, 35 and 2 as I mentioned. And the other one that I've used the most is the 25. 35 the most, and then secondly the 25. You do need to use a viewfinder with it. It's a bit of a hassle, but nice and sharp, super sharp actually, and nice and light, and just a nice complement with 25 and 35. If I was just traveling, some days I go out with an SLR, and I just bring a rangefinder with one lens. I just bring the rangefinder with a 35. When you buy a rangefinder, you really want to use it with a 35mm. That's the reason, in my opinion, that you buy a rangefinder, and that's what they're so great at, is using the 35mm lens. So you've basically got 4 options. Zeiss makes a 35 2.8 compact lens, very small, very, very sharp, nice and light, great color saturation. So that's a good choice. I think a more popular choice is the Zeiss 35 f2. It just gives you that one stop faster, and again, very, very sharp, very easy to use, and very small. If you want to go with something faster, you could go with the Voigtlander 35 1.4. It's a new lens that just came out. Gives you that one extra stop at 1.4, useful in low light situations. And if you want to go real low light, you can go with the Voigtlander 35 1.2. Not that common, but it is made to be used wide open. It's a very low light lens. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, and a little bit heavier in the price as well. So you've got 4 options. You've got 2 from Zeiss, 35 f2, that's what I use, that's my favorite. 35 2.8, gaining popularity, it's small and it's light. The Voigtlander 35 1.4, maybe I would get that next time because that 1.4 is kind of nice. And then the 35 1.2 for those who want something in real low light conditions. You just can't beat a fast lens. Now with the 25 on the Zeiss Ikon, this is one of the great lenses. This is one of the sharpest lenses money can buy. And rangefinders are made for these wide angles. Now with the 25, you've got to use the little viewfinder. I find it a hassle, a bit of a pain, but it is sharp, it is easy to use. It's just a bit of a hassle. Some people just use the full view of the Zeiss Ikon as their 25 frame lens. But you know, whether you use the viewfinder or not, the lens is great for landscapes, very sharp, great color, and for that sweeping landscape look, there's nothing that can beat a 25. I think the 25 with the 35 are the great combo on the rangefinder. There's no right answer, of course. Now when I travel, I generally travel with 3 lenses. I mentioned that a few times. 35mm is built for the rangefinder. Then I use the 25mm when I want a little bit wider. It's a great lens, super sharp. I also bring along the 85. Now I don't find the 85, it's a bit of a telephoto. I don't find rangefinders great with the 85. I wouldn't buy a rangefinder because I wanted to use an 85. But if you're going to travel and you do need a little more reach, the 85 is the way to go. Now Zeiss has 2. They have the 85 f2, and the one that I use is the 85 f4. It's nice and compact and fits in my bag. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I probably do maybe 5 or 10% of my photos with the 85 at the most. It's good to have along though for those shots that you need a telephoto. Maybe some headshots, or zoom in a little bit, shoot across the street of a storefront, that type of thing. That's when I use it. So the 85 is the 3rd lens that you want to get, and this is the f4, nice and sharp, nice and small. There's also, as I mentioned, the 85 f2, quite a bit heavier, quite a bit bigger, and heavier price as well.